St Catherine's has the backing now. We can't compete with a multinational.
We can if we put the company back together again. Shortland Street Holdings still has the assets. We can stop the sale of equipment and trade our way out of trouble.
I don't see why we have to close.
Well, Hilary said that it was all
Hilary
right.
has exaggerated all the way through. Our financial position is not that bad.
She's planning to liquidate.
What, sell everything? She told you that?
That's just a hunch, but I'd like to know if I'm right. Then I'd know what I was fighting.
You could always ask her.
Yeah, and I think someone with a more personal connection would have a better chance of finding out.
You can't be serious.
Why not?
You really expect me to go and play Matahari?
Matahari, Burgess, McLean, Philby, you choose.
Pass.
I know it's a lot to ask, but think what's at stake.
What's at stake is my self-respect.
Well, I was thinking more of the people who'll be losing their jobs if the clinic closes.
Your friends.
Not to mention the investors that'll lose everything. And I'm not just talking business tycoons here. I'm talking about ordinary people losing their nest eggs, people that have put a lot of trust in me.
So why don't you go talk to her?
Because she's already stonewalled me.
And what makes you think she's going to talk to me? Look, we split up. She hates my guts.
She always went straight to you when she was under pressure. She trusts you, honey.
Oh, maybe then, but not now.
Her feelings for you obviously run deep.
You're the only chink in her armor. We've got to exploit it. There's no other way.
Have you two been listening to yourselves? I never thought I'd hear either of you sink so low, asking me to exploit whatever affection Hilary might still have for me.
You think Hilary wouldn't do the same if the situation was reversed? After the way she's walked over just about everybody here.
Why don't you just go see her? Play it by ear. See what happens.
What, let her think I'm on her side? I'm sorry. You're going to have to find another spy. I just don't have the stomach for it.
Oh, blast, that's the last of the appointment cards.
Pathetic, really.
No point in ordering any more, I suppose.
Well, I guess we just refer people to the yellow pages. I'll be damned if I send anyone to St Catherine's.
Sorry, guys, more bad news to spread.
Oh, what is it this time?
Some of our longer-term patients have to be transferred, so you're going to have to find new homes for them.
Oh, great.
And no more elective surgery unless it's already booked and confirmed. If they get upset, can you refer them to Alan?
Oh, give them Hilary Sturgis's home number.
Good morning, Dr. Warner.
Marge.
The lass from the pharmacy dropped these in for you.
Wonderful, thanks.
You're back, is it?
Still painful.
Just a bit. Serves me right for goofing around on the dance floor.
You know, you should really take it easy on those drugs.
Actually, I vaguely remember reading something about drugs at med school.
I am just saying you should think about alternatives.
Thanks, Kirsty. When I want crystals waved over me, I know where to come.
Well, pardon me for caring.
You should know better.
Oh, he doesn't have to be so patronising, the typical arrogant doctor.
Oh, good Lord.
What happened to you?
I've had a slight accident.
What sort of accident?
A boating accident.
You sunk the Toro.
Oh, not totally.
Oh, no?
Well, not as in Davy Jones' locker sunk, not Wahine sunk.
Well, as good as.
Why do you always have to exaggerate?
Oh.
Guys, did it sink or didn't it?
Well, it would have if the fire brigade hadn't got there in time to pump out the hold and to make a few temporary repairs.
Temporary? How did this happen?
It's her fault.
What?
She distracted me.
I did not. You were showing off.
I was not.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait up. Where's the Toro now?
She's been towed to dry dock.
That bad?
I'm homeless. Oh, yeah, you can laugh. It's not your life that's one big soggy mess.
Oh, don't worry, love. You still got me.
Hey, has anybody told Genuine Leonard?
I thought I'd leave that to Lionel. After all, he's supposed to be looking after things.
You cowards.
I'm gonna make some tea. Anyone want some?
Joking aside, look, the poor darling's homeless. How do you feel about a house guest?
Speaking of house guests,
Hi, Colin.
Hi.
Making tea?
Becky needed somewhere to stay as well, if you don't mind.
Well, as long as you don't mind putting up with the terror of the high seas.
It's no sweat.
Well, I suppose it's about time Steve's room got put to good use.
Oh, there you are. Everyone's waiting for you in theatre.
I'm on my way.
Right.
I did try to save it, but there was nothing big enough that would fit in the hole. There was all this water everywhere. It just kept gushing in.
Hold still. Look, it sounds like you did everything you could.
At least she didn't sink completely. I was terrified she would. God knows how much it would cost to refloat.
Well, what about dry dock? Is that expensive?
Probably. I'm assuming the insurance will cover that.
Yeah, well, it's lucky Gina and Leonard are insured. You did say they weren't sure, didn't you?
I said I'm assuming they are.
Oh, boy.
Look, Leonard's very thorough about these things. Everything will be okay.
Yeah, well, let's hope so.
Well, hey, I mean, maybe it was for the best. Let's face it, the Toroa needed some work, bit of patching up, fresh coat of paint, and she'll be better than ever.
So what happens now? Can you stay on board while it's in dry dock?
Afraid not. Guess I'll find some cheap motel. It's always the why.
No, don't be silly. You can stay at our place.
Really?
Yeah, sure, you can have Stuart's room.
Thanks.
Mrs. McLeod.
She's been transferred to Central this afternoon.
Mr. Eberhardt.
He refuses to move.
Oh, what's his problem?
His problem is that his wife has bad arthritis. If we move him, she won't be able to come and visit him. And frankly, he's just hanging on so that he can go home and look after her. Splitting them up will probably kill them both.
I don't like this any more than you do.
I'm sorry, it's just starting to sound like we're simply shipping merchandise to a new warehouse.
Mr. Eberhardt stays.
Good, at least I'll have one patient left.
You'll find some of your patients waiting for you at St. Catherine's.
Only the wealthier ones, I'm afraid. Well, I wonder how long we've got before they board the windows up.
Well, we should have more details by the end of the week.
So what about you two? Where will you go?
Well, I can't see myself joining you at St. Catherine's. I'd rather not work under Ideal again.
Yeah, me neither. I'd rather live on the streets and roll drunks for money. It's less demeaning.
Frankly, I can't see you being very happy there either.
No, but it's a very attractive offer, financially speaking.
So you're really going to take it?
I don't see any alternative.
Quite frankly, Jen, I used to think of myself as a complete ninny.
No.
Truly. Oh, I paid the household bills and I worked to a budget. But I left the important things to Tom, you know, tax returns and the insurance. And look where that left me. And now I find I'm not such a ninny after all. Just goes to show it's never too late to learn something new.
That's true.
I'm thinking I might take Laurie up on that job offer, help out with the business. Or I might do something completely new. Not that people want to employ women of our age, of course. Still, at least I know I'm capable of doing something if this place goes down the gurgler.
I wouldn't write it off just yet. There's still a chance we can save it.
Yeah, I suppose we've got to be optimistic.
Well, Michael certainly hasn't given up.
Oh, well, that's reassuring.
Of course, you get a better idea once it's been gutted.
Excuse me, can I help you?
We're fine, thanks.
Or can I ask what you're doing here?
Just a preliminary survey.
A preliminary survey for what?
The new entertainment complex, multiplex cinema, and a bowling alley.
Oh, hell. I hope no one has a bus to catch.
Problem?
Yeah, the scarring from the colectomy is extensive. Multiple abdominal adhesions. I'm sorry, gang, but we're going to be here for at least another hour freeing them. Tell them not to pre-med the next patient.
But, Doctor, there's another chopper due back from the front any minute.
Damn it. I bet we're running low on morphine again, huh?
Oh, I had the last shot for breakfast.
Oh, yeah? You don't think that stuff might be habit forming?
I'm sure I'd know if it was. I've been using it for years. Dr. Warner?
Could you take over?
Excuse me.
Hi. I know I don't have an appointment, but could you see me?
I think I can fit you in.
I brought my notes.
Very efficient. What can I do for you?
I want to take the test, the HIV test.
It must be worrying starting a new relationship and having that hanging over you.
No, not really. Lionel and I aren't really up to that stage yet.
I'm sorry, it's none of my business.
Is it too soon?
The 3-month period's almost up, but I'd prefer if you waited a few more days. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Have you ever heard from him, the guy you're involved with?
No, I try not to think about him.
Fair enough. Lionel's a hell of a nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, that's just ridiculous.
Apparently the depth of the building makes it just right for a bowling alley.
Like hell it does.
And the high ceilings are ideal for cinema conversion. From what I could gather, we are now standing in what will be the projection room.
Oh, you don't say.
And downstairs there's going to be a shopping arcade, 14 specialty stores, and a supermarket.
I don't suppose there'll be any room for a small doctor's surgery.
Oh, I could pop down and find out. Maybe they can build everything else around you.
What's this guy's name?
Oh, he's just the architect. He suggested we contact the developers direct if we want to invest.
Invest? Huh. Be a cold day in hell before I invest in a bowling alley.
I take it you've never managed a 300 score.
Hillary can't do this.
Oh, you thought she'd try, and you were right. We didn't even need Hone to find out.
No, but we need more information fast.
Like?
Like her reasons for selling. If she's just trying to cash up and cut her losses, then there's a good chance she can still be talked out of it.
She would grant us a stay of execution.
Yeah.
But how will you persuade her?
Well, we'll cross that bridge when I find out her motives.
Back to square one.
I think we're going to need another chat with Hone.
A bowling alley?
That's right.
The fact is, it's easier to get investors for retail centres and entertainment complexes. Hospitals just aren't glamorous enough.
I'm sorry, Michael. After all the effort you've put into this place, it must be pretty sickening.
Oh, well, we've all put in a lot of work.
It's outrageous. This community needs Shortland Street. Do you really think St Catherine's is going to provide the sort of service we have?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Well, I would have thought that was pretty obvious. With no competition, they'll charge whatever they like. And those who can't afford to pay will just have to join the queues at the public hospitals.
Look, if I thought seeing Hillary would make any difference...
Couldn't you just try? We really need to know how much she wants this sale.
If anyone could get to her, you can, honey.
You might just give us the fighting chance we need. Honey, I wouldn't ask if there was any other way.
Sorry about that, folks.
Are you all right?
Just a minor stomach upset, that's all. Should have checked the use-by date on the steak I had last night.
Are you sure you're right to continue?
I'm fine. Better out than in, eh? Thanks. Ooh, nice work.
So, how's it going?
Oh, fabulous. We're just contemplating our future as usherettes.
Yeah, I can understand your concern, but I want to assure you that I am totally opposed to this sale and a battle is far from over.
So, do we link arms and sit in front of the bulldozers?
I don't think it'll come to that. But Miss Sturgis has jumped the gun bringing in the developers, and I'd appreciate it if you could tell everybody that and that there is no need to panic.
Everyone will get paid, and we're reverting back to weekly pays effective immediately.
Oh, now there's a silver lining.
And if the worst should come to the worst, everyone will get the notice they're entitled to in their contracts.
But it's important that we all keep working and that we keep morale as high as possible. Can I count on you?
You got it, Michael.
Can I have everyone's hours as soon as possible to revamp the payroll?
Sure.
I hate to be a party pooper, but isn't it a tad late to bring the cavalry riding over the hill?
No, give him a chance, Carmen.
Well, it's taken him a long time to get his act together.
Hi there.
Leah.
Sorry if I'm late.
Oh, that's cool. I'm just glad you called. I didn't know whether you were serious about the gigs.
Yeah, well, I like to keep myself out there, keep myself working, you know.
Sure.
Hello. How was last night?
Okay, I guess.
Would either of you like a drink?
No, thanks. I don't.
I'm fine.
Well, I'll leave you to it then.
Grab a seat. Okay, well, the first thing we have to discuss are the nights. Now, I haven't locked anybody else in yet, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever suits you is fine by me.
You mean like a regular thing?
Yeah, man, they really liked you.
Look, I'm flattered and everything, but I was really only thinking of another night or two. I've got a few free nights later in the month.
How about after that?
I'm not interested in permanent gigs. Well, not in a restaurant.
This may not look like much to you, but I'm only booking the best acts. I mean, this place is gonna cook.
Yeah? What, just like a nightclub, only smaller?
Well, if that's the way you feel, you know, I really wouldn't want you ruining your reputation by playing here.
Sam, don't be a loser. I'm prepared to do you a favour by playing here. But let's not kid ourselves, this is the big time.
You'd be prepared to do me a favour?
Yeah.
Are you always this arrogant?
There are plenty of other places I can play. It's your loss.
I think I'll live with it.
Huh, if that's how it is. Thank you for your interest.
What's this?
Counter press release.
Telling the world we're still in business.
I'd like you to have a look at it and make some improvements.
Pleasure. Feels like old times, thank goodness.
So how are we doing with the staff?
Well, Ideal pushed everyone to the limits of their tolerance.
And?
I think there's a feeling that we're doing too little too late.
We or me?
Michael, it's great to see you taking up the fight. When you first got back, I was afraid you didn't care anymore.
Actually, I think I owe an apology, Jenny. I should have confided in you at the time.
You've lost me.
Well, I was so preoccupied worrying about Alex, I just let things slide.
Worrying? But she's fine now, isn't she?
Well, not entirely. It's just a minor problem and it's under control, but for a while there, I just couldn't think about anything else.
Where's Lionel?
Urgent business.
He's at the dry dock checking on the damage to the tow roll.
Still a bit sensitive, are we, about our little accident?
Well, that was a little embarrassing. Especially with all those guys on the tug laughing at us.
They weren't laughing at us. They were laughing at your chest while you were wringing out your wet shirt.
Carmen, don't be so cruel.
Oh, it's all right, Kirsty. Carmen just feels the need to publicly belittle me because she's embarrassed by the overwhelming power of her sexual feelings towards her.
Is that it?
I'm not sure, but I think he's just taken all the fun out of it. Come on.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the one who's to tell Gina and Leonard. They are going to freak out.
Let's hope they're insured.
Yeah, well, they've made a fortune in California.
Yeah, and the Toolkit twins have got over their primal urges to do renovations.
Yeah.
Look, I've been having these dreams where I wake up and the house is collapsing around me because Guy decided to put some shelves up or something.
You're letting him stay at your place. Is this the start to cosy domesticity?
Well, stranger things have happened. How about you and Lionel?
What about me and Lionel?
Well, is it going to be non-stop passion now you're living under the same roof?
It's not like that. Lionel's great company and everything, but that's all. He'll be staying in Stuart's room.
And how long before we hear the clomp, clomp, clomp of Lionel's footsteps in the dark up the hallway?
He wouldn't do that.
Oh, sure. You know, I reckon he stuck the tow roll on purpose. He just wanted an excuse to move in.
You're right, Carmen.
And now he'll be lying in the next room, all hot and bothered, with only a wall separating him from his dream lover. I ask you, how much of that do you think a man can stand?
I hear you've introduced pit stops into surgery.
Yeah, well, you know how it is, anything to break the monotony.
You're back?
No, I thought I left the iron on, so I had to duck out and check. It's no big deal. I took an anti-inflammatory on an empty stomach.
Again?
It was stupid. I paid the price. I won't do it again.
It's time to cut back.
Yeah.
Maybe you should come see me later and we can reassess.
All I have to do is just to remember to take the damn pills with food.
We'll talk.
Yes, doctor.
Do you want to be taken off theatre duties?
No.
It's not a problem.
There's no need. Besides, we're supposed to get through as many scheduled operations as we can before they bring on the wrecker's ball.
Don't remind me.
Hey, what are you doing after work? I could really use a stiff drink.
Chris, what have we just finished talking about? You, of all people, should know not
drugs
to...
and alcohol. Yeah.
I'm serious, okay?
I'm not talking about a litre of vodka, just a couple of wines. Come on, my shout.
I'm sorry I can't. I've got some lying and betraying to do.
Eh?
You're looking at a Trojan horse.
How are we looking?
Not bad. So, what'll it be? Champagne or something stronger?
I say champagne.
You would. You don't have to work tonight. Oh, thanks for reminding me.
Champagne, eh? What are we celebrating?
Redundancy.
Well, we certainly took a lot of money last night.
I told you it was a winner.
The overheads virtually wiped out the profit. That band cost us a fortune.
Well, we have to be prepared to pay if we want the best.
Well, why do we have to pay for their equipment hire?
Well, they would have charged us more if we didn't.
Then what's the point?
The point is, Alex, is that if we get the best bands in here, then we get the reputation as being the hottest spot. Then all the top musos will practically beg us to play here.
And how long am I expected to subsidise your quest to become the hottest promoter in town?
Alex, I'm not in this game to rip you off. If I can make this work, you'll make a packet.
I could make a packet now by ditching the band and hiring a DJ.
Sure, but wouldn't you rather encourage live music, support local talent?
I'm all for supporting talent. What I am saying is, why does Leah have to make more out of this deal than we do? I mean, look at this. She really ripped us off.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't really worry about Leah. She won't be coming back.
Oh, really? Rachel said she was very good.
I thought you said she ripped us off.
I'm not saying you can't hire whoever you like. What I am saying is you've got to be tougher. Keep the overheads down and the profits up. Well, that's what being a successful entrepreneur is all about, okay?
Hi, honey. Good day at the office?
Not exactly.
Oh, well, you put your feet up. I'll fix you a drink.
Oh, no thanks. Wow, you've certainly gone to a lot of trouble.
Cassoulet à la Skiggins.
Well, you shouldn't have. Not have to cook in a coffee shop all day.
Well, that's different. This is a labour of love.
Well, I think I might grab a shower before dinner.
Well, there's fresh towels in the bathroom and I'll fix that leaky hot tub.
I'm not used to being sport like this.
Skiggins night residence. Gina! Hi! You got my message? I'm fine. How are you? Big one? How big? What are we talking about here? Oh, the big one. Earthquake. Oh, but it wasn't an earthquake. It was a heavy metal band practicing next door. My news. Yeah, I did have a reason for ringing. It's just a little thing. No problem. I was wondering, was the tour insured?
I really don't think line dancing's quite my suit.
I didn't think so either. You just don't know until you try it.
Trust me, I know. You want to join us, Chris?
I'm not really in a party mood.
Oh, that's okay. Neither are we. Sit down. How are you feeling?
Much better, thanks.
Is your back still giving you trouble?
Oh, I stupidly took some anti-inflammatories on an empty stomach. It resulted in a rather embarrassing dash from theatre this afternoon.
You know what they say about doctors making the worst patients.
Well, I'd hate to disappoint you all by proving it wrong.
Have you thought about alternatives to drugs?
Ah, here we go.
I'm serious. There's massage, osteopathy, acupuncture, homeopathic remedies.
The snake oil, witchcraft.
You shouldn't be so narrow-minded.
I'm not being narrow-minded. I've just seen how much damage some of these quacks can do, right?
Well, I'd hardly classify acupuncture as quack medicine.
Well, okay, maybe not acupuncture, but all this homeopathic claptrap, and it's 9/10 superstition.
Is it?
You'd recommend it?
Well, some of it can be useful, and when one approach fails or does more harm than good, what else is there to do but move on?
Right, until you're spending your life savings on Tibetan faith healers.
You know, I hurt my back years ago swimming. I saw doctors for years, had countless x-rays, physiotherapy, the lot, no improvement. Then a friend of mine recommended a chiropractor. Haven't had a twinge in years. I'll give you his number. There you go. Pays to keep an open mind.
Okay. I'll think about it.
Hilary, what's going on?
Oh, honey. Thank God it's you.
It's okay. It's okay.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think a change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see Shortland Street.